Hey there. Welcome to Israel, my third time here. I was not planning on coming to Israel from Romania, but various reasons. Basically, the flights weren't great for where I was trying to go to Tbilisi, Georgia. And so I changed plans because of better flight options. Wow, stepping outside of the airport, it is humid, muggy, menorah there. Now, looking for the train. I will get back to explaining that in a second, but the ATM that I showed at the beginning there, the reason that I started the video there was I wanted to make a point about ATM fees. So to withdraw some Israeli shekels, then first I tried that ATM, the green one. It was going to charge me a 14 shekel fee, which is $4, which is totally reasonable to withdraw. But I thought, let's try the other one since there's another one right there. And no fee there. So it is worth trying multiple ATMs and see which one is the better deal. Okay. Time to get a train ticket going into Jerusalem, and then I will explain what's going on.
The train hub.
Got my ticket, 18 shekels, that is like $5.
Via all Tel Aviv stations and will depart from platform 2.
Thank you.
Remain behind the yellow line.
Okay, to Jerusalem. It's about an hour away. Okay, it is down here. It is time to change into shorts. It is hot even though it is an overcast day, so that is to be expected. In the Middle East in August. That one, 2:56. Okay, let's see what time it is. And it is 2:30, so I got 25 minutes to hang out. Today is August 14th. That's better. So, here's the situation. As I said, I was trying to get to Tbilisi, the capital city of the country of Georgia. And then from there, I would have gone up into the Caucasus Mountains. Now that trip may still very likely happen, but all of the flights from Bucharest, Romania were going through Istanbul. For Turkey, you need a visa in advance. It is pretty easy to get online, but it's still a procedure and it costs you some money. Also, the flights were late in the evening, and then you have to decide whether to spend another night on accommodation to have your place during the day, or else spend a long afternoon hanging out in the airport. And then also, it was an overnight layover in Istanbul, and so I would have had to deal with a hotel and everything there for the night, and then get up in the morning and catch another flight to Tbilisi. So there was this direct flight that I just took from Bucharest to Tel Aviv International Airport here for $325 US, including luggage, about 2.5 hours. Bought it 2 days ago. And so I wasn't exactly sure what my plan was going to be in coming back to Israel, since I've been here before, seen Jerusalem twice, been to Tel Aviv, etc. But there are direct flights from here to Tbilisi, Georgia, first of all, and so that is an option and very likely. Also, I'm thinking of going back to Cyprus and going to northern Cyprus. There will be direct flights from here to Cyprus. I will figure that out later. But since I was coming here, I thought, let's see if I can go into the West Bank of Palestine, which of course is disputed territory, all that, you know, political stuff going on. There will be a border to cross from Israel going into Palestine. But to the best of my understanding, it is perfectly possible. Tourists do go into the West Bank. You can go to Bethlehem, for example, is in the West Bank. And then also there's the city of Ramallah, which looks quite interesting. But in trying to do research online, it is confusing. It is hard to get straight answers. It can be outdated, incorrect, etc. I was doing a little research online and then was just like, let's just get there and figure it out on the ground. You can spend more time trying to do research online than it takes to just figure it out, just trying to do it, you know, just getting there. And so if this doesn't work for some reason, then change plans. I'll stay in Jerusalem probably and do something else. There are other cities in Israel that I would be curious to see. But I believe that this should work one way or another. So I'm thinking of going to either Bethlehem or Ramallah. I've looked online for accommodation on booking.com and there are rooms available. They are reasonably priced, and so I'm not going to book anything now because I don't know how this is going to work. Can you just take a bus over the border, or you have to get there with a taxi and then catch another taxi on the other side, something like that? I have no idea. So I'm going to take this train into Jerusalem and then there ask and try to get a better feel for, you know, how much this makes sense, how long it might take getting over that border, how best to do it, take a bus, take a taxi, whatever. So that's what's going on. I guess by the title, you might know better than me at this point what actually happened. So we'll find out. This is going to be an adventure for sure. Train coming in about 10 minutes. Okay, I guess this is not it. Modine. Not sure where that is. So Modine is 23 minutes away, southeast, basically halfway to Jerusalem. There you can see Bethlehem is right over the border from Jerusalem. It's very close. So the issue, of course, is crossing that border. Here we go. Jerusalem. And here we are, Jerusalem. That was a very quick train ride, 25 minutes. Now it is time to find somebody who can answer my question. First, can I go to Bethlehem? And how do I get there? So, if this is not being advised by people, once I ask about this, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to like try to get there even if people are saying, no, that's not a good idea. I just don't have a good sense of how, you know, reasonable, practical it is to try to cross into the West Bank. So let's get some information. These are definitely some of the most intense escalators I've ever seen. So I just asked that guy down there with the yellow vest, a worker for the train station here, and he didn't know how to get to Bethlehem, but he said that he thought that there was a bus going there. And at least he didn't say, are you crazy, or you can't do that, or whatever. He just kind of calmly said, ask at the information desk in this station somewhere. So that sounds like kind of good news. And here we are, the bustling streets of Jerusalem. I just asked another guy about the bus station. He said there at the clock. Man, is it intense? So busy. Okay, let's see what happens next. I'm kind of on the fence about whether to go to Bethlehem or Ramallah. It will probably just be a matter of whichever one is easier to get to. From here. Bethlehem is definitely closer. Ramallah is more like maybe an hour away. But I have no idea how long the border crossing might take. All right, so I was just at the bus information desk, and what I learned is that going to Bethlehem is much easier than going to Ramallah, and there is a bus going to Bethlehem. He said right now. He didn't give me a time. He said get a ticket and get down there. And so I don't know if I'm going to catch this bus or not, but he said if I miss it, the next one is in 2 hours. So I'm hoping for the best here. And also, I've forgotten what the bus number was. I think maybe like 163, but that could be totally wrong. So he just said basically out here. So it's kind of a very chaotic situation. Maybe just like up there. Doing a taxi. We are here. This is the West Bank, Bethlehem. You will notice English, Arabic, no Hebrew. All of the signs, English, Arabic. So the taxi ride cost $250 shekels, but I paid him 300. That is $80 US or 73 euros for a good like 40 minutes or something. So fair deal, and that was definitely the way to go. I don't know what was the deal with the bus, if it even existed, but I'm sure that it would have taken a lot longer. So that was totally worth it. I can't believe I'm actually here, and these streets are just amazing. The old town, and doesn't really need to be said, but of course the birthplace of Jesus. Okay, so I have a hotel here for 2 nights. Where is it? He was having a hard time finding it, and so he just dropped me off, and I hopped out and said I'll figure it out. Huh. Museum, Palestinian Bible Society, interesting. Of course, there are Palestinian Christians. This is going to be really fascinating exploring over the next few days. How much is this?
Altogether?
Yeah.
In shekel and dollar.
In shekel.
No, 250, 200.
I see.
200 shekel, yeah. Evening.
I will think about it for later.
Evening 170 shekel.
Let me see how it looks here. Oh, something is not right.
Yeah.
Wow. There is the Israeli shekel, 20, so that is around $7 or so. 50, 100, the coins, 10 shekels, so that coin is around $3, maybe $2.50, something like that. I am checked in. Here is the room. Perfect little room here for $71 US, 65 euros. Attached bathroom, nice and quiet, clean, and the view from here is absolutely amazing. Let's go check it out. So I didn't buy the headscarf, not sure what you call it, that the guy was trying to sell me there. He started off with a crazy price, like 80 bucks or something, like the price of the taxi. And then he dropped it all the way down to 50 shekels, which is like 15 bucks. But he was just very pushy, and he was just like, buy this. Like, I wasn't saying, I want one of those. He was just like, here, buy this, 250 shekels. So I just said, I'll stop by later, which probably will, maybe buy something. But check this out. That breeze feels nice. Clouds cooling it down. It is a nice, perfect, like, just pleasant, cool weather. Temperature right now, which I'm sure is definitely not all the time. It must get really hot here. So this is the old town of Bethlehem, right in the middle of it. I booked this place on booking.com while I was sitting in the taxi. It is all old stone, as are the
little lanes and alleys around here. So man, what a
time warp, absolute contrast change from this morning, Bucharest, Romania, and all of a sudden, in Palestine, West Bank, birthplace of Jesus. Whoa, this is going to take a little time to sort of soak up and comprehend and stuff. So I think that I'm just going to end the video here. You got a little taste of the streets there. I'm here for 2 nights, so tomorrow I will plan to show more, walk around here, visit the sites, etc. For now, going to relax. It is around 5 o'clock or something, so have a mellow evening here, and then a lot to see tomorrow. After that, I have no idea how long I'm going to stay in Palestine. Maybe just a couple days. Maybe I will try to go to Ramallah. I don't know. Just gonna think about it, feel it out, see what I feel like doing. This will probably be a pretty short trip to Israel, Palestine, maybe a week or so. Probably go back into Israel and see more there. I don't know. We shall find out. Take it easy. So I forgot to mention something that you were probably left wondering about, which is, what about the border crossing? What happened? What was it like? How long did it take? It took no time. There was no border crossing. I never showed my passport to anybody. We drove through like a gate sort of a thing with guards armed on either side, but we just drove through, didn't stop at all. So I'm kind of confused because, you know, West Bank separated Palestine, Israel, etc. But I guess it just isn't all obviously like super, you know, big wall, barbed wire fences, checkpoints, dogs, that whole situation. It depends on the border crossing apparently. And so the taxi driver there had told me that he is Palestinian Jewish, and so it sounds like he might get special access because of that. That is something totally new to me. I had never heard of that. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but it all worked out. I got here. It was incredibly smooth. The cost of the taxi was perfectly reasonable. I got his number so that I can contact him later and either get a ride back to Jerusalem or get to Ramallah or a tour around the West Bank or something. We shall see. But that worked out better than I had expected. So that was a real surprise. All right, I'm exhausted. See you tomorrow.